Got my flight instructor here with me tonight.
We should be live here in a second.
Okay.
There we go. And we are live. Welcome to PPG Adventure Show number 26. On the panel tonight, we've got Bob Garber and John Trim and his flight instructor.
There he is. Working hard, learning a lot.
I'm not sure if I want to learn from a bird brain like that, though.
Can't ask for a better pilot.
How many times he crashed?
That I know of, not many. This one here is a baby. It's only about 3 months old.
So he flies better than you then?
Oh yeah,
You're saying.
Way better.
How many props has he broken?
None yet.
None yet.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty bad when your bird hasn't broken props, but you seem to have a problem with that.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully next time I get out to the meet up with the guy, I'm gonna get that prop sent in.
Oh, cool.
Get it repaired and have the Prop Buster logo put on it for you.
You have a Moster, don't you? No?
No, I don't have a Moster.
Oh, I thought you got one.
No, I haven't got it. I got a top 80 and I got the 130 I always fly. But I've been flying the top 80 a lot more.
I put the website for that paragliding sim in the Zoom chat.
Oh, nice. Is it a... Check it out there. Hopefully I don't close my Zoom. I'll
You
put
get hooked on a new simulator.
Version they had he's just got testing version 4. He had version 3.3 was very good, and I haven't tried 4 yet, but constantly being developed.
How much is the cost of the program?
That's nothing so far, anyway.
A free program.
For now. Who knows what it's going to be when he finally does a full release on it.
It seems to be how it is. They come out in beta and then all of a sudden they get really, really expensive.
Oh, the video on it looks pretty nice so far. Guys doing sats.
In the simulator.
Yeah. They have a YouTube video showing it. I guess if you want, I could show the video.
Yeah, hold on, let me enable that so we can do that here. Here we go.
Okay, let me know when it comes up. I'll press play. I don't know. Oh wait, hold on. Share computer sound, right? And
yes.
Optimize for sharing.
Make sure I don't have it too loud so we don't blow our eardrums out.
Okay, let me turn it down a tish here. Okay, you ready?
Yep. Bring the volume down a little bit.
How's that?
Much better.
Pretty neat, huh?
Oh yeah, that's gonna make it interesting.
And can you do a first and third person view, Bob?
Yep.
Nice. That'd actually be kind of handy for training.
All you'd have to rig up is instead of using the normal controls, rig up some lines for yourself.
Yeah.
That would be the killer if you could actually do really fly it.
Well, geez, the wing almost deflated on him there. That's cool. Crazy. All right. And that's
now, what's the specs on it as far as like game engine reality? Is it look at it? Is it right on, or is it like just a game?
This is a simulator, so it's the wings can flex and twist, fly cross-country, ridge soar, or speed fly the terrain with any glider of your choice. Simulator includes dynamic wind, ridge lift, lee, side, and rotor, as well as thermals, which are mostly likely found in the sunny faces of the terrain. And now has paramotors, it says.
That would be interesting to try.
Yeah.
It is pretty cool. It works great.
I don't think I've played with that one yet. I played with the one in.
I'll copy this link and I'll post it in the YouTube chat if anybody's interested.
Yeah, that would be. I mean, if it can be used as a training tool or just, you know, even to screw around and like just practice things, as long as it's somewhat close to real life.
At least on windy day or bad days or cold days, yeah.
Yeah, like you have the windy days.
Yeah. There, I put it up in the.
No, I do. I have the cold days here too. So.
Cool. I gotta mute that. I'm hearing ourselves twice.
Yeah, I am now too.
Cool. So Bob, what you been up to these days?
Same old.
Same
Trying
here.
to keep busy.
I have my paramotor put away for a time being, but I just recently purchased myself a TIG welder, and I'm gonna be redoing a few things on it pretty soon.
So you're going to try your hand at TIG welding that aluminum?
I have a professional master welder going to come and look over my shoulder while I do it.
Is that the same one that was giving you a problem about touching it before?
Yeah, the one that said he didn't want to do it?
Yeah, because it was aluminum or aircraft or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know why he's so like worried about it because it's an aircraft. Because technically it's an aircraft, but it's not.
You know, with today's culture, everybody's worried they're going to get sued for everything, you know. I mean, not that I told him, I said, if I crashed, I doubt anybody's going to come calling on you and say, hey, you know.
Yeah, it's not like the FAA is going to come out and go, you know, did you weld this? You know, they can care less.
Right. And this guy he's probably better than most aviation welders anyway.
I think
the best welder I've ever met.
I think the only way that they would ever, you'd wind up with like the FAA coming out, checking an accident involving one of our craft, was if someone flew one in. No, you have to fly into the side of a 737. Right.
Or you hit a big crowd of people on the ground or something stupid like that.
I almost think if you hit a crowd of people on the ground, the FAA wouldn't come out for that. I think it would have to be like another aircraft involved.
Possibly. Well, that would be for sure if you had another aircraft. There he is. The man, the myth, the legend is here.
What's up?
Hello.
James.
Hello. What y'all doing?
Well, we're just hanging out.
What we do on a Monday night.
Heck yeah.
You're like you're in some kind of paracamper too.
Yeah, I like to keep it rocking.
Well, I just picked up a paracamper.
Did you?
Yep, 23
What'd you
foot.
get?
23
Nice.
foot toy hauler with everything.
That sounds cool. That sounds really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have 10 foot of space. 10 foot by 6 foot.
Yeah, not really enough to move around in.
No, there's no moving around in here. You close the door, you go to sleep, or you close the door and do something. Hey.
Well, Nick, with your new one, at least you got, unlike the old one, you'll have AC and heat and everything else.
I got heat in the new one.
Nice.
The only thing it's like
You got heat?
I have heat and AC. The only thing I'm gonna miss is like I just turned the fan on the AC today the first time, and man, that thing's noisy compared to that mini split I got that you can't tell is running.
Invest in a fantastic fan for the roof.
There is one in there actually.
See, I love those because at least the one I has that's automatic open close, has a rain sensor, so if you can leave it running on a hot night, and if it starts raining, it automatically closes on you.
No, mine you got to wind up and down by hand, but it does have forward and reverse on it, which is kind of nice.
Yeah, that's the one I got, the Max Air fan.
Yeah.
I didn't go for the, I don't know. Somebody said that the more awesome features were on it, the more that there could be to break down.
Valid
That makes
point.
sense.
That's why I like the Fantastic fan. They come with a lifetime guarantee, so no matter what, if something breaks, anytime you have it, they'll fix it.
That's the deal.
What if it breaks and it rains all over something that cost $1 million?
Well, then it has a hand crank too, so you can close it by hand.
What if you're not there though?
What if?
I wouldn't leave it open.
Yes, sir.
That's my fear always. Like I'm not in the trailer. Like there's a small. It's weird. It has a crank up vent in the bathroom too, but it just has a little tiny 3-inch fan in it.
Those are notoriously loud too.
Yeah, it's noisy. But with those 2 vents, the only thing I don't have on there, I got to order is those little rain shields you put on top of them. I'm gonna get a pair of those put on there.
Come on now.
That way I don't have water coming down through the roof. And
Yeah.
not what'll happen. I'll be out somewhere, take a shower in the morning, leave that one open and forget about it and have rain coming in.
There you are. Finally, I got like all of you at the same time. I don't know how to do this newfangled shit.
You're just learning how to use the thing.
Well, I've been in meetings in them, on Zoom for the past 9 months. But after about 3 months, they switched over to the whatever you call it,
Google Meet.
The Microsoft version.
Yep.
Oh, Skype.
Meet.
Yeah. No,
Meet,
it wasn't Skype. It's like Teams or something like that.
Oh yeah, Teams, Microsoft's thing.
Oh, TeamViewer. Yeah.
No, TeamViewer is different.
Teams.
TeamViewer is used to control the computer.
I don't know then. We use Google Meets at the school.
Yeah, it's another big one. There's so many platforms that have come to become really big now due to this COVID because everybody's working from home, doing meetings from home.
Oh yeah. In fact, the van has. So I bought the van, and then I went to Palm Bay, and COVID hit like in full effect while I was in Palm Bay. And as soon as I got home, everybody wanted to be in Zoom meetings and team meetings, and that was it. And so I started taking meetings in the van. And so now when I decide to go across country, nobody's going to even give a shit. I'm just still in the van taking the meetings. It's going to be the shit. It's like the best little transition that I've ever worked.
Get you one of these backgrounds like mine, you could be anywhere in the world as far as they know.
For real.
Yeah, don't get him started. He'll have the Charlie Soap background.
Man, I'll have a Charlie Soap background in a heartbeat.
Why not, man? That's cool.
Send me the image. I can make you one custom.
There you go.
I usually rock one in the. Here, I'll throw you. I flew in the snow today for the first time.
Oh, cool.
Why?
It was so cool. It was so cool. I just wanted to feel like I knew driving in the snow was cool. And
no, it's not.
I always thought it was cool because we don't get a whole lot of it here in North Carolina, I guess. And so when it happens, it's like a whole nother world. But yeah, I was on my, all right. So weather was perfect for a midday flight, which I never do. Y'all give a shit about this stuff? I don't care about, but anyway, so I was going to go for a midday flight, and then they called me into work. And so I rode right by my flying site and proceeded to go to work. Well, as soon as I got over this little mountain on the way to work, it started to snow, and I was like, fuck those guys. And so I just turned around and went to my flying site and went for a 30-minute flight. And I literally got 12 minutes in the snow, but it was the coolest shit. And as soon as I landed, the snow was gone, and there wasn't any, like, the ground wasn't wet or anything. It was just an event where you got to see the snow. And I just happened to be like 700-800 feet up in there while it was coming down. It was the coolest shit I've ever been in. I'd say for paramotoring, like, yeah. And I know it was just a stupid little 12-minute flight in a place that I've flown over and over and over and over and over and over and over. I must have 100 flights from that field. Anyways,
Nice.
it was the shit. I got a little bit of video.
Yeah, but you freeze to death doing that.
There it is. Oh, blue sky blue suit. Blue sky blue. Let's see if I can show you. So when I first started getting into paramotoring, there was this super tough guy that, I mean, I would put him up against, I don't care who anybody. And to this day, I'd put him up against anybody. And he's only about 5'7", 5'8". But I would put him up against anybody because he's just tough. Well, he flies paramotors. And I've got a video of him coming out of the air from 150 feet. He went parachutal, landed on his back, walked away from it like it wasn't shit. Didn't even get a scratch on him. Anyways, so I tell him, I'm like, man, I got 45 minutes of flying in the other day. And I have to tell you, like, I can't fly. I don't know how y'all do. I was like, 30 minutes in, I was screaming to get home because my hands were dead. You know, I was cold to the bone. I ended up getting sick, and he was like, shit, you spent 45 minutes up there? And I was like, yeah, man, y'all do it for like hours. He's like, dude, we've got equipment. We've got a suit that fucking lets us fly like that. He's like, when it's that cold, you don't need to be up there like getting delirious from the cold. And I was like, man, this is coming from the toughest guy I've ever met in my life. So I got this suit. No shit. If y'all hadn't seen it. All right. Let's see if I can show you. You won't forget. Blue sky blue.
Now, is that heated or what?
Nope. But as soon as you put it on, if it's not 30 degrees, you're going to be wanting to take it off. So like,
how well it works.
well, like the other day, it was 24 when I took off Saturday morning. And I checked it. Well, what's his name? Jay Everett's checked it. And that's like -2 Fahrenheit wind chill with wind chill.
Ooh.
So as soon as I put my suit on, I just opened the door. And I can be barefooted in 24-degree weather as long as I've got that suit on, and I'm fine. Seriously, I could walk around in the grass, 24 degrees. That suit just like the 5-layer, it traps every bit. It'll make you want to throw up. If it's over 40 degrees, you're throwing up in that suit. Anyways, that's how I do it. So, but you can fly forever.
I would just be dying.
Yeah, you got to get the gloves. There's the outdoor research, or the things like Anthony Villa flies with. Several little manufacturers, just like there's those scooters. Several little manufacturers. They all kind of look the same. Like the gloves, like they're around $250, and I swear they work. It's crazy, but they work. You'll get a strong 30 minutes in like sub-freezing temperatures.
So I got a heated jacket, but I haven't got the heated gloves yet. I need to get that, and I need to get something for my feet because my legs freeze up. My land, it's not going to be good.
Yeah, I'm a trike guy, so like I went up until my ankles were about glass, and I came in.
Get some of those nice heated insoles.
That was what got me today. Sorry, say it again.
Get those heated insoles you can stick in your shoe in the little battery pack.
I need some.
Do they work? That's cool. Well, I didn't mean to hijack y'all's little thing.
Oh no,
we're on here talking about flying, and The adventures of flying, that's what this is all about.
Well, I love flying. 535 shit. What is it? 552 flights today.
Damn.
So, I don't know
Wow.
why I chose to keep a record of every single flight, but once I started, I couldn't stop. So now I've got like a record, like a little note about what I did on that flight, like about every single one of those 552 times or whatever. And like today, in big caps, it says I flew in snow because I've never done that shit before, you know. Another
It's
thing
like
that I did today,
John can fly in snow anytime he wants. He's up there in North Dakota where it's, -40 and 20 inches of snow on the ground.
shit.
You know, normally you're right, but today it was 47 degrees here.
Yeah, but warmer than it was here. It was 21 here.
I know, it's weird. We don't even have snow. We only got like 6 inches of ice on the lakes, or 8 inches. You can barely walk on them. It's crazy. I've never seen a winter like this before. It's awesome.
You need to put skis on that trike of yours.
I have skis for it. Well, partially
Do
built.
you?
I never finished them. Yep.
Do you have a picture of them?
No, I don't. I can get some though. Or, let me check. I don't know.
I'd love to see those.
I
like
made them myself. They're not something I bought.
Yeah. Well, I mean, isn't that like everything in paramotor?
Yeah.
If you started with a Blackhawk, you've like built a paramotor before.
If you start
Right.
with a Blackhawk, you built few paramotors by the time you actually fly it.
Right. Yeah. Right. I had a friend that he was like, man, I bought this Blackhawk. He's like, it's fucking turnkey. He's like, I don't have to do shit. He's like, I'm not gonna have to do anything. It's set up right. I was like, man, you need to get out of this sport. Because nothing's gonna be set up right, man. Like you're gonna have to redo every single thing. I mean, not just because it's a Blackhawks, it's just because it's aviation and it's paramotor, and like you'll have to replace every single thing on there eventually. Anyways,
Well, you
Yeah.
gotta make it the way you want it too.
right? It's like
I
a
keep
hog.
customizing mine. Every time I get mine customized where I think I like it, it's like, I gotta add this to it.
Well,
But there's one mod that has to go on every machine before I fly it. It must have the smoke.
I'd like to put smoke on mine, man. Especially now that I'm getting vertical, I could like do circles and then go vertical through them. That would be cool. I got a. Let's see if I can throw y'all this. All right, I might be able to do this.
All I gotta do is hook up with PPG smoke and order you a system.
I was so proud of this picture right here.
Oh, nice.
I was so proud.
That's good.
I posted it and I didn't frame it up like this. It was a little wider angled shot.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody gave me anything for it. And I was like, man, fuck y'all. And I like zoomed in. I was like, this is what I'm talking about. And as soon as I did that, it was like 47 people be like, yeah, that's the shit. But this is in another photo that only like maybe 6 people even looked at. I just thought it was the shit because I really wanted to frame it up and get me coming through. And I ended up getting it almost at the same angle as like, Main Street right there. So anyways, do y'all take like pictures when you're up there?
Hell yeah.
I film with a GoPro all the time, but I never just snap pictures.
Well, that's what I don't snap anything. I put my GoPro on the highest setting that I could get. It won't even like transfer to my phone, so I can't, because I guess they're too big, like files or something. But anyways,
Yeah, if you run it super high resolution,
yeah,
you almost have to plug it in your computer and work with it on a good editor.
and you can just stop it anywhere. And like if you're when you're up there, if you frame up a good shot, it'll usually be there for you when you come back.
Mhm.
There was like when you come back through. All right, I got one more.
I have
It was like
both
the
the GoPro and the 360 camera running at all times, so I always get nice frame shots of everything.
Let's see if I can find.
Lord, I take a lot of pictures.
Yeah, I take a ton of pictures all the time. Seems like. Okay, I've got. Dang it! It's just gonna take me forever to find it. It's from that guy. We had a bunch of people come up and go to Pilot Mountain in North Carolina. I don't know if y'all have ever been up there.
I've heard about it.
Yeah, if you drive through North Carolina going north, you're gonna end up seeing Pilot Mountain. Probably. All right, now I'm in there.
What's the one that everybody calls Titty Mountain? Is that the same thing?
That's the same one, yeah.
Yeah, I seen that on the last trip
All right.
back. I'm thinking I want to fly that.
It is badass. All right. I'm gonna. So I got this picture, and the only way that I got it was to like just throw my camera on and just sit there and just try to get the angles right. And sure enough, for like one frame in that video, it looked awesome. For the rest of the time, it looked like shit. But this is it right here. See if it'll download.
Nice.
I was so proud. And it was just like, it just happened to be a clean shot. And I just happened to be looking that way. And you can see Pilot Mountain, Sourtown Mountain, and Hanging Rock in the background.
And no one in the parking lot either. That's kind of different. Uh-oh.
Is that me?
No, he pushed the wrong button, I think. He dropped out. You already got a call.
Okay. Here. He
Are you gonna try?
disappeared on-
You gonna try the snow flight there, John?
I'm not sure. I might. Eventually, I will. Oh, come on. I just sent you something. Where's it at?
Sorry about that.
You pushed the wrong button.
Yep.
Okay. This is the best I can come up with right here. This was my skis when I was first starting to make them. I was fiberglassing in some carbon fiber and ski runners on the bottom. Made them out of skateboards.
Like, yeah, I was gonna say skateboards.
Yep.
That's the
Tony-
shit. That's a
Cheap
great
Walmart
idea.
Tony Hawk skateboards. Yep. Yes, sir. And then I just built brackets
that's
to go
not
in place
bad.
of my wheels and
Look
welded them up.
It's amazing what happens when paramedic pilots go to Walmart, find things, you know.
What was that, Charlie or James?
Yeah, watch out. What kind of trike do you fly?
I have an older Fly Products trike.
What kind of trike is it?
It's a Fly Products flash trike, the original model though.
Okay. Fly
It's an
Products.
older
I like their stuff.
Yeah, it's an older one. It's got the big Mini 2 Simonini engine on it.
Okay.
Seems,
How is that one?
I like it.
It's awesome.
I mean, the trike itself is older, and it's never given me hardly any. One time I had a motor out, but that was a cracked fuel line. Other than that,
there you go.
other than busting props left and right, I haven't had much trouble.
How many props have you busted?
In my life, 4 now.
Yeah. 4?
Yep.
Lightweight. You're a baby.
I don't have that many hours in though.
I got great video.
Yeah.
His first foot launched. It almost was a foot launch.
Yeah, prop busted.
Oh,
Right, I was
so
plowing,
I got my
plowing
first.
the fields.
My you know, Nick, I plowed the damn fields at Flat If You Got It.
Yeah.
At least one of those props. I lost 3 props that weekend. One of them was a 3-blade, like an idiot, just idiot. I mean, when I first came into this sport, I busted a prop like around 27 or 28. Actually, sorry. My second launch was completely successful, and my second landing was almost successful. I mean, I made it onto the ground, but just a little bit too deep, and like busted my prop on my second flight.
Yeah.
But when I came home and I was doing all my stuff, my friend, I busted a prop, and he was like, man, just when you go ahead and order one, just order 2. I was like, man,
There you go.
I was like, they're $350. He's like, yeah, just get 2 of them. I was like, and it was just this huge pill you have to swallow, because I mean, it's just what you're gonna have to do if you want to keep flying. You know,
It hurts.
Yeah, it sucks. Like, but I
Yeah.
can't get it anywhere else.
Nick still
You
has
know?
the last one I busted. He keeps it so he can remind me of my pain and sorrows.
I'm trying to decide if I want to move it to the new Paracamper or not.
I didn't want to look at that son of a gun anymore. I said, take that thing and just go away with it.
Do y'all run fixed props? Do y'all run repaired props?
I've got one with a slight repair on it. I did a chip repair.
I've repaired wooden props in the past, but I've never run a fiberglass one before, the one I chopped into the damn ground with.
There's a guy named Ernie. I don't know if y'all know him. He was riding around on a golf cart at Sewanee, but his name's Ernie. I can't remember his last name, but he repairs props, and man, we've gotten to be really good friends because I bust a shitload of props. God, I like keep 2 extra ones on me at all times now. And I don't really break them that often. It's just when you do break one, you just want to keep going. You know, you just don't want that to be the last of the day.
Yeah.
As long as you didn't fuck anything up, you know. Yeah, you can't do it. Anyways, I had a friend that
you travel to a fly-in. You can't just like lose your the whole weekend because you break a prop your first flight.
Yeah.
I'm seriously considering just building myself a cloning machine and making my own props. Then I can just bust them all I want. Just run all wood props.
Yeah, like I thought about that. I thought about that too, and
I made one already just to see if I could do it. And I was able to do it, but it took a lot of work. Yeah.
Really? Yeah, that's what I started. That's what I was like, man, all the work that I'm putting into building this cloning machine, if I just put that into kiting and flying, I probably wouldn't.
Right. Yeah, you're gonna spend 4 or 5 props worth of money to build a good cloning machine. That's for sure. You'd almost have to do it for your buddies too to help pay for it. And hardly anybody runs wood props anymore. It seems strange. It's kind of going away.
Everybody wants that. Everybody wants to play with the acro, and everyone wants that quick, grab the throttle and it spools up right away. And that's what keeps people away from the.
I like my wood props, man. They have a nice, smooth thrust, though. They're nice.
Yeah, you don't have that quick, like, blip the throttle when you have a no shit moment.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Ever since all right, so like I had wooden props, and then I had I don't know. I guess carbon fiber, but not carbon fiber, carbon composite or whatever. And then, you go from like helix to E-prop and helix to E-prop and then wood prop and like whatever you can get. But finally, like after I did like enough hours, I started running E-props as often as possible. And ever since I went to E-props and like 3-bladed E-props, 2-bladed E-props, I haven't ever gone back to wood and like really flown a wooden prop. So it's been probably like 250 flights and I haven't had a wooden prop. So I wonder how it is though. I would think it'd be a little sluggish maybe, but maybe smoother or something.
It's smoother, but it depends on your flying style. If you're not getting yourself in trouble where you need to grab the throttle real quick or you're not pulling acro, I think a wood prop's fine.
Huh.
If you're going to be flying low to the ground and approaching trees and need to like ram the throttle open right away, that's where the carbons are nice because they spin up quick. Or if you're doing acro.
I wonder if they're like a diesel engine.
Yeah,
where the
I do a
wood
bunch
has
of
more torque though. In the long run,
they felt to me like. Go ahead.
I think I've gone through different props. I've had wood props. I've had an E-prop for my motor, and I've had it's a Helix copy. It's a Gatic brand. I find that the Helix style design doesn't spin up as fast as the E-prop, but I get more thrust with less RPM on it. So I kind of like that feel. The E-props seem like they spin up quick, but you lose a lot of thrust on them, I think.
I don't know. I think the thrust is like 6 of one, half dozen the other. Like however you say that with 3.
Well, I think it's where it's at too. Like where the thrust level's at in the RPM range. I find that wider, like Gatic style prop, the Helix style prop, less RPM for the same amount of thrust. For the E-prop, you got to be right at your top end all the time.
Yeah, I do stay at my top end all the time. And like they turn hot.
Seem to be happy. Yeah, E-props seem to be happy, like turning, screaming.
Yeah, like where do y'all have? Now you have a Seminini. Bob,
yeah,
what do you fly? Sorry,
nope, no motor yet.
Oh, you're not flying yet?
Well, ish.
Ish. I love that stuff though, man. I started flying in like, I don't know. It's like it's all about that now.
And once you start flying it, you get addicted to it. Bob hasn't made the transition yet.
This year has just been stupid. I mean, I don't know what the math is on it, but like since March 1st, it's like 233 flights.
Wow, that's pretty good.
You've been cranking them out. Yeah, you're just cranking
like,
out flight
I got
after flight
5
after flight.
in the last. Thing is, I've got an average of 30 minutes for flight.
That's still flying. I only got, I think, 4 in all summer.
Damn.
I know. Bad luck.
I couldn't even handle it. Man, I don't know. I just got excited about it, and then the COVID hit, and nobody wants to hang out with you, and fuck y'all. I'm going up, I'm going flying anyways.
Right?
But, sorry, excuse my language. I don't know if y'all are cussers on here, but
we try not to. We usually enforce the tip jar for cussing.
All right, I apologize. But seriously, when they were like, "Man, yeah, we just can't hang out. Let's get on Zoom," I'm like, "Man, no, I'm going flying. Forget it."
Yeah.
I just can't handle it.
I'm not letting COVID keep me out of the air. It's not keeping from the fly-ins, as you know.
And now I've got this stupid van, and it just like all I have to do is jump in the seat, crank it up, and I'm like, I've got everything with me. And so,
where were you last weekend?
Flying.
You weren't at Kalos. What the hell?
I wasn't at Kalos. Damn, I didn't even know about it until you called me and you said you were down there.
You missed a heck of a party, man.
What would have been this week? Nobody told me a single thing about it. Dang it.
Only the cool kids were invited.
And it was like the weekend. Yeah, I haven't even met Kylo yet.
Yeah,
I haven't
I'm
even
just
met
now hearing
Kyle
about
yet.
it right now. If that tells you anything, so I'm that uncool. So
So that was
John,
the
you couldn't handle
28th.
it.
Let me look.
We were all
Let me see
drinking.
what I was doing. Yeah, see, dude, like the 28th was a Friday, I think. I flew 4 times on that Friday and 2 times on that Saturday.
how could you drink without me? I mean, it's not possible.
The problem is no one would be able to fly if you showed up.
When I show up, everybody has a good time. They just don't remember most of it.
Well, trusting the
And
moonshine lies
I
out.
had a little bit. I had a little bit of, you know how y'all have seen that movie. What is it? It's not. It's like Reckless. No, that's not it. Fearless. Have you seen that? I think it's called Fearless. It's the one about the moonshiners.
Mm-hmm.
Is that one? Is it the Fearless or the
Not sure.
Bondurance or whatever?
I think that's what I'm remembering right. It's been a few years.
Bondurant movies. Give me a second. That's not the Eugene Bondurant. Let me look this up. It's like a bootlegging movie. Give me a second. Lawless. There you go.
Lawless.
Damn it.
I'm gonna have to
Have
check
you
that
seen
one
that?
out. No, I haven't.
You hadn't seen that? It's called Lawless, and it's about white liquor running in western southern Virginia, southwest Virginia. Basically, where it was going down. Like,
Well, that's all they do.
anyways,
That's all they do in the Virginias.
Yeah,
right.
those moonshiners.
I mean, they were making the moonshine that like Washington was living off of at the time. Anyways, that's right up the road from here.
Cool.
But we were having a party the other night, and dude shows up from up that away, as they say, and yeah, it was some nice, like just the most pure. I mean, these people have been making it the same way for the past 250 years or some shit, and the same, the same stills and the same fucking, or like the same manner. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And they just got it down pat. I just last time I saw Nick, he had a little bit of white liquor, so I figured you'd get a kick out of that.
I always have some of that on me.
But it was good. It was clean.
Was it yours or mine?
You
It
won't
was
even
mine.
get a pay.
You must have ran out of mine by now. That was a while back. I saw you.
I have a little bit of yours left. I keep that as my private reserve.
Oh, okay. I'm an artisan.
Yeah, yours is in the lockbox.
I'll make you a bunch next time I see you, buddy. You'll have so much you won't be able to haul your paramotor home.
Remember, I got a big trailer now, so it's not a problem.
Mm-hmm. Did we lose everybody?
No, we're here.
No,
Oh.
I'm still here. Sorry, I have a. Is there anybody? Yeah, there's like a little group on Facebook, and they were asking like what gloves, because I was like, man, I got 5 flights in, and they were like, man, I'm going up and flying, and they'll go flying, and it'd be like 3 minutes, and they're like, man, forget this, screw this, and like it's 28 degrees, and their fingers are twice the size because they're just frozen solid.
Well, according to Nick,
Once you get it right, though,
once you get oh, go ahead. Sorry, I was just thinking out loud.
Once you get your little, your criteria down, your MO or whatever, I don't know. Once you get a way to do it, you'll eventually find a good way to keep the heat out. I mean, keep the heat in. I've tried rubber gloves, like works gloves and then rubber gloves. That works. I don't know if y'all ever tried that, but like get like big oven mitts, like the rubber oven mitt gloves or whatever, and like not oven mitt gloves, but like dishwashing gloves, big long dishwashing gloves. and then put works gloves underneath them. It's, anyways.
Okay.
You guys have it easier with
You mean-
trikes though, because you can, you don't have to worry about grasping as much. Like we have to grab the A's, and I got all this extra stuff I got to deal with.
We do. We have to. I have to do all that. I hear you, but like, really, all that comes down to is just protocol. You know, just you're getting your order and getting, what do you call it? The order of operations. Once you get that order of operations down, you can start to calm down during that crap. When you're all like hot and not only that, but like that's what I like about really cold days. Really cold days, you can put on all your gear and nothing will get like super hot. So it actually feels like a normal day when it's really cold. Do y'all ever feel like that?
I have a hard time. Like I flew with gloves on Zacalos because it was cold. I flew in 45 degrees down there, which is well below my cutoff point usually.
Yeah. Well, I mean, with time, you can. I mean, as long as you curtail your flight to about 5 to 6 minutes, you can fly in anything.
Yeah, that would be my thing. Is like staying up just a little bit, but I flew for like 45 minutes when it was cold like that. In fact, I made my first well
Blue
after
sky.
dark landing.
Yeah, this guy was like, man, blue sky blue. He's like, blue sky blue. He's like, pay the money. He's like, I got the 5-layer. Some people get the 3-layer. He's like, I got the 5-layer. He's like, I can fly anytime I want. It doesn't matter what temperature it is. And so I'm just going to fly every time the weather is like perfect. I'm going to try to get 300 flights this year. I got till March 1st. So, well, not this year, but like, in 365 days. Try to get. I was pushing for 200. Actually, I was like really wanting to get 100. And then I was like, shit, I'm going to make 200. And now I'm like, shit, I'm going to make 300. Like, and it's going to be the shit. If I had enough time and if I could go to like Salton Sea or something like that, I'd just go ahead and get a 365. Just so I could say I did it one.
I plan on doing Salton Sea this year.
You are? Really? When is that?
January, I think. It's January or February.
Man, I really want to do that. The van's made for walking, man. And that's just what it'll do. I really want to go. My wife said, what can I get you for Christmas? And I was like, you really don't need to get me anything for Christmas. Just hang out. Let me get you stuff for Christmas. And she was like, well, I really want to get you something. I was just like, well, you could just like not get mad if I leave for 14 days. That's you could just do that. Just not get mad. I just want to leave for 14 days and I'll be back. I promise. Maybe 17 days.
Yeah, I'd say 17 for that one because you got there's Salton Sea and what's the other one down there? They're like a week apart.
Yeah, but once I start doing it, like, I mean, there's really no. I don't know. I just don't feel like those last 3 days are going to be really hard to like schedule. Once I'm already gone, I just feel like
you just come on up here and fly. You can get some more of that snow.
I'll be all over the map. Where are you?
Can you? Let's see. Hold on. What did I do? Okay.
I don't know.
You see
I see your mouse.
You see a picture of my yard?
Oh God.
Now watch this. This is a time lapse from my yard.
Wait a minute. I don't see a picture of your yard.
You guys aren't seeing that?
Oh, there it is. I'm finally seeing it. Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I'll rewind it.
Is that right now?
No, that was like a 2-hour time lapse last winter. That's an average day where I'm from in the winter. Oh, okay, let me get rid of this. How do I stop this?
That's mean. Yeah, that would be mean. I don't want to fly in that. That's not what I flew in today. And tomorrow morning, I'll probably just edit the video because it'll be like a 30-second video. Yeah. But I'll just edit like all the little things that I said. I just wanted to get up there and see it. And then this evening, something really cool happened. I you know, like as you fly like a whole lot more and more and more, you start to like get in the edges of like flyability in the weather. And so like I'm just a really skittish, scaredy cat. So it's taken me till 500 flights to even do any of this stuff. But like there was like 45 minutes this afternoon where it was perfect. It was like I could tell from 1 hour to the next, it was just going to be perfect for that 45 minutes. And, or at least that's all the time I had. So I was like, man, I'm going. And I went over there and I flew for like 8 minutes. And I was like, this is just buttery. I was like, but that's like my 33% rule. You know, if I have this amount of time and it's to be safe, I'm only going to use this much. And then I'll definitely be safe, you know. And so I was down in 8 minutes. That was my 15 because it took me like, 7 minutes to get ready, 8 minutes to get up, to fly. Landed, got all my shit together right there. Like, I mean, it wasn't 15 minutes later. The craziest fucking wind came through there. The gust front just hit. And like, it went from like 7 on the ground to 17. And it just stayed there, 17 until I got home. It was like an hour and a half later, and like the fucking wind would have just hit me like a ton of bricks if I'd have been up there. Anyways, I thought it was the shit because I like budgeted it perfectly, and like the day went perfectly, and it was just like, heck yeah, you can't. But anyways, sorry, got excited.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's all right. We all get excited. That's why we're here.
Yes, sir. I love some flying, man. Anybody that likes flying, I like flying. It's something I always wanted to do my whole life. Like my whole life. Ever since, I mean, I can remember Superman and flying my dad's Cessna. That was it.
You know, when I was a kid, I jumped off our back porch, was way up in the air, and I think I broke my leg because I had a Superman outfit on.
I never did that.
I thought sure that sucker gave me the power to fly. I had the outfit, man. Oh, well. Maybe next time.
Yeah, I definitely imagined that several times. Like The Boy Who Could Fly. I don't know if you ever saw that movie. It was a Disney movie called The Boy Who Could Fly. And it was just about a kid that just like walked out his back window at the end of the movie and just flew away like a damn angel.
I was a little guy. I remember, I remember there was a milk crate behind my parents' house, plastic ones. And I could sit in this thing. I was that small. And I had this idea. If I'm strong enough to lift myself sitting in this milk crate, I could fly. Well, I was just pulling as hard as I could on those handles. I just couldn't get myself in the air, though. Didn't quite have the math.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it.
I thought I had it figured out, though. Oh, man, I was smart. Oh, well. Next time I'll get it.
That's the shit.
Good times.
Gotta go with Hitchhiker's Guide solution to that. You throw yourself at the ground and miss.
Yep. I made a hang glider when I was 8 out of bamboo and plastic. I showed it to my mom. She was laughing, and I jumped off a hill in the backyard, and I flew about 20 feet before I hit the ground, and she took it away from me.
Damn, did you really get you got airborne?
I did. It scared the crap out of her. She wasn't laughing anymore after that.
Have you seen the video of those Japanese guys with the blow-up fixed wings? It's like a blow-up fixed wing hang glider. Have you seen those guys?
No, I haven't.
That sounds like a different
imagine
idea.
that.
Is it similar to like a
right?
Those inflatable kites that they fly at the beach?
Yeah, just look it up. Golly, what's it called? It's a thing. It's a. Let me see. Wait 1 second. It's a blow-up fixed wing.
That's like that Red Bull that flute talk they do every year. You ever seen that?
It's a blow up hang glider, is what it is.
I'll be dang. Bob knows about hang gliders. He's the man with that.
Oh,
It's called a
long
whoopee.
time.
It's called a whoopee.
A whoopee.
All right, I'm gonna spare y'all the damn sound, but let me see if I can. Yeah. All right. See if y'all can see this.
Yep. When you get
Give
it
it a
close, you
second.
can. Yep, I see it.
Good
Perfect.
Lord.
I'll be darned. It looks like it would fly too.
Yeah, it's a wing.
It's pretty cool, man. Dude flies it. It's badass. But it's inflatable. It's a dirigible.
That's pretty cool.
If
Ultra
that's the
portable.
word that you use. Do you call it a dirigible?
No, that would be a blimp. With
I
helium
know,
in
but
it.
isn't that a
Maybe.
blimp? Like, what's the difference between that and a blimp if it's blow up?
Helium and hydrogen.
Yeah, the blimp would have to provide enough lift to lift you off the ground to be in a dirigible.
Oh, yeah, I guess so. Damn it. I'm an idiot.
Now, if you
That's
filled that thing
cool.
with helium and then did it,
It's not
Or
big
just
enough.
blew into it. Got me talking on one side of it. It would blow up with hot air.
looks like your flight instructor's eating your hat there, John.
Dadgummit.
At the end of this video, though, watch this. Watch this. All right, here we go. Look at him go.
I'll be darned. Wonder how you steer that thing. Well, I guess. it
So
must
it's
have,
weight
like,
shift,
ropes.
just like a hang glider. No, it's just like a
Yeah,
hang glider.
just
It's
like-
weight shift.
Okay.
The whoopee. That's what you talking. That's what I'm talking about.
Now, are you going to be the importer for those here?
Man, they already have them. There's already a dude. I missed that boat. Somebody asked me to be a trike instructor though the other day.
Cool.
Do
Isn't
it.
that crazy?
You already know how to fly
I
'em.
want to, but I don't have my certifications or anything. And cool bird.
Mm-hmm.
That's like it's like a parakeet.
It's a conure. It's called.
A conure.
Mm-hmm.
It's a miniature parrot.
I was gonna say I wanted to say it's a parrot, but I didn't. It's not a parakeet either because like it's like a budgie, and I had one of those parakeet.
Now, parakeets are miniature.
Man, I got a parakeet story that'll blow your damn lid off. I don't know. I thought it was the shit.
The problem with parakeets, they don't
But-
live long.
Yeah, these little guys live like 30 years.
30.
Man.
Shit, they're like 100-year-old birds.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe it's the
Man,
big one. I know the big ones are old as hell.
Yeah.
I had this bird that would like sit on my shoulder and like he was scared of everything but me. And so like it would just sit on my shoulder and shit on my shoulder and like that was just it. Like and I couldn't hurt him and you know I didn't
Mhm.
want to get rid of him and I didn't like him really much, but like he liked me and so like he hung out with me and I was like fuck it, all right, I've got a bird, you know, whatever.
Right.
And I tried to rock him for about 3 months there. Well, we went to Greensboro like to get some furniture or something. My brother was driving back and I was following behind this truck that the wind caught one of the pieces of furniture and it blew up into the air and like just smashed all over the ground on like a business, like a really like a crazy highway. It should have been 4-lane like 20 years before and it was just always busy. Anyways, this furniture had been destroyed, but we had to get everything up. So like I slammed on brakes, started getting the shit out of the middle of the road and like cars were whizzing by and like I finally got everything to the side and every car that went by was not looking at my face, but it was looking at my shoulder. Like the person was looking at my shoulder and Buddy was like still rocking right there on my shoulder through all that shit. I must have like bent down. He must have looked weird, like flapping and shit
Mhm.
around me like a dust cloud as I was doing all these weird maneuvers. Anyways, I was never fucking more proud of him than that day. hanging
Yeah.
on, because I totally forgot about him and just jumped out of the car like it wasn't shit. And like, I don't know if he was flapping or like holding on or what. Like, I don't know what that looked like. But it must have
I
been
can
crazy
imagine.
because everybody was staring at it.
This one here's a
Anyway.
mean little girl or guy or whatever it is.
You don't know what it is?
No, you have to have them DNA tested to tell. This is only 2 months old, this thing.
Okay.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. My daughter decided she needed a bird, and then the bird decided I'm the mama. So here I am.
Don't you just love kids? They want pets, and you wind up with them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any kids. It is what it is.
My daughter's 27. That's the sad part. I still ended up with the bird.
Damn. How old are you?
40 something. I was born in 74. I'm not sure. I'm in my 40s.
Okay.
I stopped having
40.
birthdays a while back.
48,
Yeah.
47.
You're almost hit to 50, man.
I quit having birthdays at 22. So
I just turned 43.
You quit remembering them.
there you go. You quit
My
having them,
brother
you
had
won't get any older.
That my goal is to wait until I'm about 50 to have a kid with like a 25-year-old. And
There you go.
but my main goal for that is because my brothers and my sister like we have this big family company, and so everybody's got their own piece of it, and everybody's going to inherit, like all the kids are going to inherit whatever they've got. It's just an awesome idea in my head to leave my brothers and my sister's kids with this snot-nosed little like 12-year-old that they have to deal with at like 45 when he's got like an equal share of that, you know, of what they do. I just think that would be funny as shit. Like I'll be like 75 just senile, and there'll be like an 18-year-old that these 45-year-old, you know, adults have to deal with. They just contend with this, and you know, top it off that it'll be my kid. So like, I'm sure they just won't even have a chance. Like, anyways, it'll just raise hell. Shit. It's a weird thing, but I just think that would be funny.
Kid at 50. I don't know if I can handle that. I'm done.
Yeah, I'll have to have like nurses and all that shit. I'll just pay for them, I guess. What's the money good for, anyways?
Yep.
If you're around out of space to store your money, I've got space here in the safe, you know.
I got a couple of, maybe a lump or two left in my mattress. I could fit a couple dollars if you guys need extra room.
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever be like a real rich man.
What's the point?
I just don't think it'll ever happen.
See how much you can die with? That's the only thing I can think of.
I'll probably give it away. So.
Yep.
I'm just either being stupid or almost, you know, I've seen that happen. Shit, that MC Hammer story where, you know, where he had all those millions and then all of a sudden didn't have all those millions. Shit happens. Regular.
No, you're always spending money, especially as a paramotor pilot.
Golly.
I'm getting a new paramotor, you guys.
Are you?
My daughter just asked me to do her college
Look
finals
at her
test
face.
for her.
Her face when you said that was just priceless.
She said, "Dad, take my college finals for me." I said, "Ooh, I need a new paramotor. Might be worth it."
Yeah, you could afford that Nirvana.
Yeah.
Man,
He's
who
like- he
flies
must-
in Nirvana?
He must have sold that by now, though.
No, he still got it.
You have to get an A.
Does anybody you know fly Nirvana?
I know a few people that fly them.
Are they just loaded?
Yeah, they have every option you could ever want, but
No, my question is, are those people just loaded with cash?
no, they just buy really expensive paramotors.
Okay. Are they that much better?
I don't know if they're that much better. They're nice machines. They got all kinds of electronics in them, and they come in a nice hard case to store them in. But the thing is the props are made just for them, so you can't just use any prop you want on them. Pretty much every part comes from them.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's basically a Simonini motor that they like redo.
We lost him. But it's a
Yeah,
780 motor?
Yeah, it's the mini motor, I'm pretty sure. The Mini 2 or the original Simonini Mini.
I really want to go to get a tandem. And the most sexy thing I've seen so far is the thing that Carl had. The PAP with the Thor 250 on it.
I like the PAP.
PAP with the Thor 250. I mean, I've never seen the two-seater, like the tandem version. But they say that it's nice and easy and it works easy. It works fine.
There's no difference. They just extended bar and then your tandem gear goes on it.
But they say that it's soft. It's a soft tandem. It's not a there's no over the shoulder bars.
No, it's just tandem bars.
I've never seen a tandem trike do that.
Yeah, they do it. They do that all the time.
I think that's what I'm gonna get.
What's yours now? Is that the
right now,
Fly?
I got the Calibri, yeah.
But a Pirate Fly unit, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, so you go over to a PAP. One thing, you take it apart and store it in your van easier.
You can't store anything in this van easier than what I got. But you can store, I couldn't store what, David Wolf has.
No.
Right. Something with the bars on it, that's not going to fit in my van. But the PAP has, it's an attachment that goes on it. And so I'd have to, dedicate, a little corner to the van, and I'd have tandem bars and the little seat. And I'd just,
Well, the seat's not more than a free flight harness. You hang out on the wall, and the tandem bars you hang up on the wall. And you could actually carry the PAP unit with your current unit in the van too. You take the PAP, you put it in its case, and you put the trike comes apart and goes in another little bag. You could fit it all in there.
Well, I mean, the reason that I'm looking at the PAP is it would replace what I've got right now.
Oh, okay. You want to time your motor out and go to a new one?
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah. I mean, I've got almost 300 hours on this fucking motor. Time big piston. It's just lucky that it didn't blow up. Well, not a big old hole, but it was definitely a crack it was a T crack in the yeah. Yeah, I'd already rebuilt it once.
Okay.
God knows it was probably me that did it. Anyways. But yeah, I would love to get a tandem trike and take my dad up. He's 80 years old and can't fly anymore. He always wanted to see me fly. And now finally, when I hit my fucking 40s, I'm flying, it's kind of sad.
Get the rig and do it.
He really wanted me to be he really wanted me to be a naval aviator. That was his thing. So I was bred to be a naval aviator until I turned about 14 and stopped all that shit. Like an idiot. And he let me. I don't know why. He should have forced me to do it. All right. Don't you hate it when you misplace shit? So, do y'all rock on this thing every Monday night?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
I've only missed a few Mondays, and it's been due to being in transit between shows.
This is where all the cool kids come to hang out.
Well,
Okay.
hell yeah.
Usually show some of our flying videos and crazy stuff that went on. I haven't had a chance to edit all the videos I shot.
Man, I'm
past 3
sorry that I
weeks.
don't. Sorry that I don't have the video from yesterday because I got. Golly, you know, I always think that I'm upside down, but when you get the video, it's just like that's all you get.
It's mighty darn close.
It
Yeah,
feels
almost ready.
it feels like I'm upside down, but in the video is right. It does. It's in the video. It's not the same. I mean, I guess I'm above the wing, but I don't know. It's kind of a letdown when you get up there and you like, you know, yank the fuck out of it when it's got the most G's that it can possibly get, and then like you're just like, nah, just go this way, you know, and then like as soon as it hits like the biggest G point, going the other way, and then it still doesn't feel, you know, it feels like the wings like below you, you know, like directly below you, like I am 100% upside down, and then you go back to the video and it's like, no, I wasn't. Like I wasn't even barely sideways, you know. Do you ever feel that?
Oh yeah.
No, never.
Well,
Oh, John doesn't try to get upside down though.
I'm a sky tourist.
it
I have a lot more flying to do before I get into that, though. I'm
Yeah.
still. I've been doing it for 3 years, but I don't have the hours that everybody else has.
I'm kind of the same way you are, and I was there for the longest time. Not until, I mean, just this year
Mm-hmm.
put me right in there.
Yeah, I haven't really kicked it hardcore. I just went to training this last summer finally. Before that, I was flying self-taught like I'm not supposed to do. And
This was a cool picture. See, wait 1 second. I can do this. Yeah, I told him that's basically what it is. And it's hard to, you can't see it. Damn, I'm trying to. Nah, you're not going to be able to get it. I was so proud of that one. And you get back to the you know, the computer, and it just sucks. It doesn't look worth a shit compared to like what you think it was supposed to look like, you know?
nothing is ever as good as it was first person. That's for sure.
Well, you missed all the fun when you left early.
Who, me?
Man, I was so
No.
pissed.
You see what's sitting out in the field out there.
I was so, man, y'all give Scott Shamka a bunch of shout outs, dude, man. That's a cool little kid. You know, he's really cool for putting that truck out there. Did you land?
Dude, oh yeah, I landed on that thing I don't know how many times. Did a bunch of touch and goes, and all I did all Sunday was play around with that trailer and just buzzing low and cutting up.
I'm so pissed. Now, I told my wife next time, I don't care what happens, I'm going to close down the next paramotor flying that I go to.
Yeah, you
I'll
left
be
all
the-
the good stuff. I mean, it was epic Sunday, man.
I'm going to be there from the day that it begins, and I'm going to just hang out until I'm the last person on the field. And I'm just like, well, I guess I'll go.
Sounds like you got
Like,
my
that
kind of
sounds-
luck. When I went to training
It's-
this summer in Alabama, Nick came down with me. I stayed an extra day longer than I was supposed to, and I was like, I gotta go back to work, you guys. I leave, and then everybody gets to go riding a breezy as soon as I leave. It's like they waited for me to leave before they took off. Them buttheads.
Right.
It wasn't fair.
Assholes.
I'm still going back down there.
I know
and
this is like
taking my free ride one of these days. Gonna stop in one day. I was like, hey, buddy,
That's pretty
you owe me a
cool, though,
ride.
man.
Yeah, that's not far from my hometown where this was.
Yeah, you
Where I'm
should have come
from.
down
Oh, you're
for
in
it.
Florida?
I'm from Florida originally. I live in North Dakota though. Yeah,
Dakota.
I'm from just west of Tallahassee originally, but I moved to North Dakota when I was 17.
Okay. Dakota.
North Dakota.
That's the dude.
Here's where I screwed up, John.
Scott.
Yeah, I
He
know. I
looks
screwed
like-
up right in front of him.
He looks like Weird Al Yankovic. He
Whoops,
looks
that
like
looked low.
like a really, really strong Weird Al Yankovic.
There's where you don't do a downwinder.
Oh, nice.
I didn't get out of my seat quick enough and just
Look,
planted it.
I already gave Scott like that shit. Anyways, he looks like Weird Al Yankovic if he doesn't watch out.
I met him up at Endless Foot Drag when we hung out.
Yeah. He said he had a great time there.
Yeah, Endless Foot. Yeah, you should have come to that one. That's an awesome event.
I can't get my wife to allow the days away. Not allow, just like she's just, I don't know. That's pretty cool though. It was really high winds the day before. Did you see that takeoff? I busted out. Come on now.
Oh yeah, the high winds are. That's what's fun out there. Those high winds.
No. See, Bob would have been crazy. Uncle Bob would have been welcome at this flight.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think he's mad. I foot dragged another truck and not his.
So Carl was still there.
Oh yeah. Oh, later in the day there was only like 3 or 4 of us left, and we were just playing around.
Scott's a good dude though. He's from up this way. He's from Ashboro or Archdale. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, Sunday you couldn't go real high because the wind was high enough. It was like you get parked.
Yeah.
But it was great. It was just great for low wind, getting down low
Here.
and playing around.
Here, stop sharing so I can actually don't do that yet. Let me see if I can find it. Make sure I've got it. Ripa took a video of my launch. It's like 9 seconds long. But I bet I was off the ground at 14 feet. And a trike, that's saying something.
When you get high enough winds, you should be able to do it in 0 feet. You should get the wing up, get pulled backwards, and
I've done it in about 3 once. I shouldn't have been flying that day.
The wind's high enough where you're at.
It's crazy.
Yeah, but the winds he's flying in are like 28 mile an hour.
Yeah, that hadron. I don't know. I just love it.
Oh, you got a hadron now.
Yeah, I've been flying a hadron for about a year now.
That's what Keith flies every day. He loves that thing.
I fly a Charger. To get my timing right, and because it really slows down everything, and you can really work on getting a slow wing to do right is almost harder than it is to get a fast wing to do right. Anyways, plus Leah and Andrew and pretty much every really good pilot is saying don't fuck around on a hadron. Just don't do it.
Yeah, they're a quick wing. Bad things
Right.
can happen.
Yeah, they're just don't do anything weird on it. Go places, sure. Do your some decent wing overs, but don't get a whole lot of energy, because there's a whole lot of energy in them. Let me see if I can share it.
Okay, here, go ahead. I'll stop.
No. Hit it.
Oh shit! I already stopped.
You're in there.
I just want to show you how
Come
fast
on.
this is my average takeoff.
I'm in there.
Okay, I just got the wing up, or I'm just taking it up.
All right.
This is just a normal day. Not too bad. We don't want to watch too much of that video because it ends in despair.
What?
This is my second flight ever.
What happened? You go to the trees?
I had a motor out and had a crosswind
Damn it,
landing.
man.
Yeah.
Damn
Motor out and a
it,
crosswind
man.
landing.
Damn it, man.
No,
No,
you
actually,
want to?
don't
wanna-
show them, Nick.
All right.
It's embarrassing. No, don't do it.
All right, wait a second. I got you right here. It's not in the woods, I don't think. Where the hell?
I saved my wing though. I got it out of the trees. Took me about 3 hours. I had just bought that wing too.
Here's one for
Literally
you, John.
Just unpacked it. This a wreck?
Yep.
Is it yours?
Listen to the motor.
Can't hear it.
Oh, I know why. Hold on here.
Dang it.
I know I did it wrong. I didn't push
Yeah,
the other button.
I had to turn the sound off on mine because I cussed in that video a little bit.
I didn't cuss in this one, but you see what's directly below me.
Yep. That doesn't
Oh,
sound
it's not
healthy.
flying. What kind of wing you flying there, bud?
That's the Nukion WRC. My first time on it.
Okay.
Well,
I've never-
How is that?
You get to
Oh,
check
it's-
out the glide ratio at least.
Yeah, it's a nice wing.
I'd be shitting a golden brick right now.
Isn't that like a tandem wing?
No, it's actually a very high performance. It's a C-class glider.
Thank God you're up high for once.
Well, I wasn't as high as I wanted to be when that motor went down.
Right?
My fear was I'd never landed that wing yet.
Well, you got no choice once you take off. It's going to happen one way or the other.
It's kind of hard to see, but that field has 3 sets of power lines in it. A set at the road, set at the middle of the field, and set against the trees.
Did you get a chance to watch my last video about the going through the trees?
Yeah.
Sweet. You actually did watch it.
So I was looking at the grass field directly in front of me at first, and I realized there was too much stuff there. So I aimed for that field, but I didn't like the fact there was power lines all around it. And I had to crosswind it. Because of the ruts.
That's what turned me into the trees, this stupid crosswind.
Well, I'm totally 90 to the wind right now. The wind's coming from the left. But when I land, I seen how big the ruts were. I didn't want to hit them
Yeah.
into the
Especially
wind.
with your feet. My goodness, that'd be horrible. Holy shoot, you stood it up, man. Good job.
But it was not a fun one.
That was a successful landing.
I've landed on some stuff that like I'll just sit there and watch my wheels just go as I slow down. Like I don't know what my engine and my prop is having to go through back there because I know my front wheel is just like like on the way into some of these stupid fields. Do y'all? I love flying into like just like the other day. I like try to rename places like their fields and try to give them a name like in my logbook, but just finding a place that's just like it's not a field there. Like it just happens to be a little grass strip that's like 20 feet on the edge of like a field, and you really shouldn't even walk around out there, let alone like fly in on a flying machine and then try to fly out of there. Did you ever see the video? And David Wolf is like holding out. Did he ever show the video of me coming out of that field?
I don't think.
Next time you talk to him, just be like, man, where's the footage of James coming out of that field?
Yeah.
Because I landed, and when I say in the shit, man, it was like 4 foot high grass, and it was just like 2 ruts that were muddy, and so it was just enough mud to like not have grass there, so that I could get some actual forward momentum. And I had an engine out. I hadn't set my idle right, and I had an engine out doing a stupid little spiral, and I was like, fuck. And so like I landed in this stupid rice paddy.
Yeah, the place I normally fly out of it's a hayfield, and it gets a little out of hand sometimes trying to take off. Did we lose James again?
He's there. His internet might have froze up a little bit. Yeah, takeoff on that new wing's crazy. It comes up quick. It's a very heavy wing though.
But you know, for all the bad flights, then you get one like this one.
God, the one you're breaking props for that grass.
It happens. See, I'm cutting the hay for the farmer at the same time. See, isn't it beautiful there though?
Oh yeah.
This is one of those rare 0 wind days where the lakes even look like glass. Such a beautiful flight. I dream of having another one like this again. Perfect weather, everything. My wife's waiting on me. I was like, nah, I don't think I'm gonna go for another ride.
I don't know if I like them risers being that far above me though. I'm used to them being down lower.
I'm not used to them down low, so it does get a little tiring holding your hands up. I have a bad habit of letting my hands just kind of hang on the brake sometimes to rest.
Yeah.
They say that's a bad habit to have, so I'm working on that.
Yeah, because you can put too much brake on.
Mm-hmm. If you know, you just forget. Great, dang it! How do I stop sharing?
It just stopped.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you don't realize it, and you're up there a long time, and your arms just slowly drift down more and more. And then once in a while, you shift and you let up on the wing, and it surges forward. You realize just how much pressure you're putting on it. You know.
I'll show you the takeoff of that new wing. Oh, get to come up here. Where'd it go? Here it is. Get too many things on my screen at one time. This takeoff was kind of janky because after I took off, I realized that my throttle cable was underneath of my comfort bars. I had to actually untwist it. It was bad.
That ain't good at all. Am I the only one who uses a right-handed throttle?
No, my 130 is a right-hand throttle. It's left-hand on my 80. I was actually flying the top 80 with this wing too.
Mine could be either one, but I prefer it right-handed because I'm a left-handed person though. I think that has something to do with it.
It was right about there I realized I had a problem. I'm trying to get my hand up and I couldn't go up any higher.
Oh boy. You don't want to let go of the damn.
There's Keith up in front of me. That's the day we were taking off. We were going to try to fly to the big white mountain way off, about 15 miles away.
Knowing you, I'd say you tried to fix it mid-air.
Oh, I did. I fixed it in the air.
I would have got a little more altitude myself, but.
That was the first loop I got out and I had to get one more loop out. It was on the wrong side of the risers. It was underneath of my my J bar, my swing arm, and it was like crimping my style and be able to grab, move everything.
Mm-hmm.
There wasn't, you couldn't get a lot of altitude that day because the wind was pretty strong if you went too high.
And there's a lot of fire ants there, huh?
Oh yeah.
No. Leaned over too far. The bird was on her perch and tried to grab on my headset.
So the glider's laid out, everybody's ready to take off.
Yeah. Got it all fixed up now, though, huh? A white mountain in Florida? That doesn't make any sense to me.
It's one of those, I was trying to get the rest of the wrap out of it. It's phosphate mine.
Ah, kitty litter.
No, phosphate, they use it in concrete. And kitty litter is something different.
I know they mine kitty litter by Tallahassee there. They call it Fuller's Earth.
And we never did make it to the mine, but it's, kind of straight ahead there, way out in the distance. You can see it like there's a white spot. Way up in here. There's two of them up there, but one's huge, and it's literally this mountain, and on top of it is a pond. When guys were telling us, so we wanted to fly over it. I think we got far enough forward in the video, you'll be able to see it in the distance. There it is. That big white blob?
Mm-hmm.
That's what you're aiming for. Made it within like 2 miles of it. And I learned that 3/4 tank of fuel is not enough with the high winds we were dealing with that day. As you can tell, we weren't moving very fast. Keith on his hadron. Try to find it here. He come did a wingtip bump on me that you'd probably find funny as hell. I think I might need to go back a little bit. See if we can find it. Not on that one. Where the hell is it at? It's on the first part of the flight. I don't know if you can really call it a wingtip bump when you see it. I had a hard time keeping track of him half the time. Don't tell me I didn't get it. He did one of them tip touches that you would want to have done. Unless you really trusted him. Mainly because I was on the phone doing a video chat at the time. It's coming up here. Still there, John?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. I think this is it right here. I was trying to keep it straight. He got up, put like a foot of his wing over top of mine. And laid it right down over top. It was like, it wouldn't have been so scary if I had actually had my hand on the right brake, but I did not have my hand on the right brake when he did it. And he didn't realize it either. So I told him later on, I'm like, I didn't have my hand on the brakes. I was like, my phone was in my hand. There it is. We think that's a tip touch.
That'll work.
Did you catch it? Watch how much he used. I can't wait to put the 360 version out. You'll see that I had my left brake was in my hand, my right brake was stowed. I had my phone in my hand while doing that.
Crazy.
Probably the craziest tip touch I've ever done to date.
So you're back home now, Nick?
Yes, I'm in the shack at the moment.
Cool.
Rare place for me to be.
So you're gonna put an antenna farm on the new trailer?
You know it.
Got my fuel injectors and stuff in for the race car recently. Talked to the engine builder. He's got it on the stand and currently working on mine. So I'm should be done soon.
Nice.
Or the machinist, I should say.
I gotta get a chance to get the box yanked out of my truck out here to send to you, so you can
Reprogram it for you?
yeah, make it run right. I meant to do it when I first got back from the trip, but I got home and it was literally 6 inches of snow on the ground. I couldn't find the truck because the truck's white and so is the snow.
There you go. The kids play with that new laptop?
No, it's down here in my radio room actually.
That's mine, he says. The kids can't have that.
It's actually probably going to become a permanent fixture in the paracamper.
Cool.
It boots
Them
up
suckers.
quick. It uses no power. It boots up quick, and it runs for like 6-8 hours on a battery. So it's like, I'm amazed by it.
Yeah, they're for what they do, they're awesome.
Yeah, just for a little general surfing the web and doing this new work I do, I can actually use it to log into the website I deal with for divisions
Perfect.
and do everything on it. So it like boots up really fast for that. I boot it up, tie it to my phone for internet, and I'm not
Yep.
carrying my $4,000 gaming PC for work.
I'm glad you like it. No, you can't have that 360 camera yet.
I can mount that on the roof of the paracamper and get really good 360 videos.
I still haven't opened the box yet. I know.
You're
What
so
is it?
anti-tech, you don't like to play with that new tech.
Man, you don't even know the half of it. Anti-tech.
You're scared of the tech. That's why you fly that old paramotor. You don't want something that has fuel injection and modern features.
I'm not rich like you guys. I'm actually too poor to be a paramotor pilot, to be honest with you.
Nah, you're never too poor to be a paramotor pilot.
You like tech, right?
Oh yeah,
I don't know if I can get this on the screen. No, I can't.
not with the background.
See if I can figure it out here. Hold on. See that?
Good Lord.
Wrong way. Hold on. That's one pile. Another pile. Another pile. A pile of crossbow or bows. Another pile of computers. Another pile of computers.
Good Lord.
Those are all from the basement of the college when I was digging around today. I went down looking for a cable, and I was like, my God. And these pictures don't even do it justice for what's down there. I found 2 Dance Dance Revolution video arcade games down there, full-size ones.
Why?
In a college basement?
That's what I'm saying. Why are these even here? I'm thinking. 80-inch monitors on them. Oh,
You're thinking, why is that not in my garage?
right? The only thing I can figure is if maybe they had them there for like the physical fitness program, because the kids jump and dance on it. I don't know, because we don't have an arcade there at the college that I know of.
They don't anymore. It's in the basement.
You would be surprised the stuff that's in that basement. My goodness, it's just crazy. Stuff you couldn't even imagine.
I'm surprised you don't have those computers like all in the back of your truck, sitting in your
I just found
garage.
them today. I just found them today.
So you're working on that.
Give me time. I already asked the IT guy, what are you going to do with all those junky computers? I don't know. Mm-hmm.
Well, I do electronics recycling, so...
You mentioned how much gold I could get out of all those? I'll bet you there's 500 or 1,000 computers down there. At least. Crazy.
The amount of chemicals you have to use to extract that stuff is ridiculous.
Oh, it's nasty. Nasty. I looked at it on YouTube before.
Yeah, there's an easier way to do it. I have a place that buys boards. You strip them apart, you sort them, you stack them, and you take them in.
Okay. They give you a percentage?
No, they weigh them. They buy them by the pound.
Mm-hmm.
They cut you a check right there on site.
Cool. Man, you'd have to have a semi to haul all these things out.
Oh, I bet you my truck could haul everything that's there.
Oh, those pictures are just a little tiny snippet of what's down there.
No, so what you do, you haul them out 2 or 3 loads. You strip them down, you grind the cases, sell the scrap steel for the cases. You separate the power supplies and all the different components into different Gaylord boxes, and then you take them in.
Okay. I don't know. I don't have to. Most of those are still good. There's servers down there, and you name it. It's down there. All kinds of projectors and smart boards. I think they call them those things that they're like a computer, but they can write on them like a chalkboard.
Yeah, it's a whiteboard with a projector pointing at it usually. Some of the newer ones are actually using just an LCD panel, like an 80-inch.
I didn't even look to see how it was made. I don't have one in my room. I just have a whiteboard in my room.
A lot of them have like just like a whiteboard, but you have the different colored pens you draw on the whiteboard with, but it's electronic. And then you have a projector pointing at it tied to the computer.
Mm-hmm.
And the camera watches as you draw the pen on there. It knows what color one you pick up, and it senses it against the board.
I'll be darned. I guess I need to move up in technology.
Quit being afraid of the tech.
I'm not afraid of tech, man. Maybe a little bit.
You just ordered a, what, $50,000 simulator.
Yeah. I needed that, though.
You don't even know how to use it yet.
I'll figure it out.
No, you're gonna figure out how to play Microsoft Flight Sim on it. Is what you're gonna figure out.
Maybe with a motion platform. Just saying, it's gonna be epic.
That'd be a hoot.
It is gonna be epic.
I guarantee that's the first thing he does with it. He won't even use the Dozer program. He'll be on Flight Sim 2020 first day.
They got to come train me on the Dozer sim before I can take ownership of it. So I have to do Dozer first.
Yeah, the guy won't even be in his car yet. You'll be taking off, crashing into trees in the 737.
Whenever I go down to where they're building it at, I'm gonna tell them I'm gonna need to install a VPN into this thing right away before it ever even gets to the college. I can bypass the college security systems on their internet. I mean, I wouldn't do that, but if I were crooked, that's what I would do.
Well, you should have a VPN in it anyway. You need a backdoor into that thing.
Right.
Security first.
You guys, I think I'm gonna bail. I was up to stupid o'clock in the morning last night. I'm kind of wiped. So
I hear you. I can't stay too terribly much longer either.
Yeah, I had to get to bed. I got a job to do in the morning.
Same here.
And they're one of those high-end ones that I like to do.
See you guys in the next one.
Okay, Bob. Good talking to you again. Cool. Well, I don't like the tech, he says. Huh?
Yeah, you're afraid of the tech. We know it.
I am. I'm almost as bad as you, Nick. Not quite. I don't have the radio stuff, but the tech, I got tech. Redneck tech, but tech nonetheless.
You know what's bad? The radio on the desk here, I don't think it's been on for, I'd say 3 months now.
Really?
If not longer. So long there's dust accumulated on the on switch, put it that way.
Where is it at? I wanted to show you something, but I can't find it. Too many pictures on my phone. There, that's sort of. Okay. Let's see here. Hold on.
You gotta turn that virtual background off. It don't work with virtual background.
I'm trying to work on it. I gotta find the button for it. Wrong button. Where in the heck is it? Found it. Okay. You see that? That's my computer monitor set up for my computer that I'm talking to you on.
Good Lord. What is that hanging out of the wall in the upper left-hand corner?
That's a shelf. That's inside my camper.
Oh.
When I had it set up in the camper.
You don't want to know what it looks like from here.
I know. I hear you. No, that's that little TV mount for the corner above the bed in the camper. It sits cross corner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hell of a setup, though.
I'm only rocking 2 screens right now because I don't have room for them inside the house. But in the camper, I had them all. That's actually triple monitors and a laptop off to the side. That's what I use when I set up for teaching. I need all the screens. That's why I need a new graphics card. I got to run all them damn monitors.
Yeah, 'cause you're just sitting at home teaching now, aren't you?
I'm going in now, but I'm half online and half in person now.
Ugh.
Yeah, we're bringing students in like 1 or 2 at a time right now. And then we have to spray Lysol everywhere between groups of students. Oh, and then I get a Christmas break coming up in a week and a half, and then start spring semester if I get any students. And spring semester will be all online until late spring when it warms up. Then we can bring them in. They can go outside and play on the real machines.
Yeah, you probably can't wait for that.
That's the best time. That's where they learn the most.
Yeah, you don't learn nothing sitting in.
Yeah, we do all
Class.
the safety trainings, OSHA certifications, CPR, first aid, all that kind of paperwork stuff. We get that out of the way at the beginning, and then we go over the basic theory, and then we take them out and show them the real stuff. Teach them a little bit of
Theory.
surveying,
Don't stick your
GPS,
hand.
machine
Don't
control.
stick your hand in anything that's moving.
Yeah. How to apply for a job, how to show up for work. You gotta teach kids that kind of stuff nowadays.
Really? You teach them how to show up for work?
Yeah. You know, the importance of showing up every day and being, just being there. I said, if I tell them, the students this, I said, let's say you're the boss, which, I have been in the past. I got 2 workers. One of them is okay, average guy. The other one is great at his job. The average guy shows up every single day, and the guy who's great at it shows up maybe 3 days a week. When I got to cut back to one guy, guess who I'm keeping? Average guy who's there every day.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter how good you are if you're not there. Little things like that. Work ethic.
That's hard to teach kids these days.
Yep. I try and put it in a way like that so they'll understand what I'm saying, though. Otherwise, you just tell them you show up every day, they don't listen. In one ear, out the other.
Mm-hmm.
My old boss used to say he was a farmer, and he'd always pick the tallest weeds first. You need a bird, Nick. I'm going to give you this one. Send it to you. She's friendly. She don't ever squeal and attack me or nothing.
Yeah.
You hear her getting pissed?
I don't know what I'd do with a bird like that.
It's hard to believe that I can fuck with her that much and all she does is get mad. She doesn't fly away.
Yeah, my like I have something like a thing bite me all the time or tear up the house.
Yeah, I'm not. She does bite me constantly. I don't know if my nose is healed yet. She bit a hole right in my nose the other night.
I got a ferret that bites every now and then when it plays. And
Yeah, this one here, she doesn't mean to bite hard. She chews on my fingers and stuff like that. I don't know if you can see it, but once in a while she'll bite too hard because she's young and doesn't know the difference between a hard bite and a soft bite.
mm-hmm. So I had a military macaw years ago, big bird.
That'd be hard to train.
And it was 20 some years old too. When it would bite, it bit hard.
Yeah, that's how I punish her. If she bites me too hard, I use what they call the fake bite. You put your fingers like this, and they think they're getting bit. They get mad, even though you're not actually doing anything to them. I don't know if you can hear her squeal on the mic or not.
Yep.
Quit that, she says. Then I forgot to lock her up the other night. I woke up in the middle of the night. She had crawled in bed with me and was laying underneath my neck. I thought I had squished her in my sleep. Crazy. We let her out during the day and we just put her in the cage